taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Yep, that one goes in there. McGrady's got the first basket of the game for Orlando.
And with the height to see over people and the peripheral vision to do it quickly, Penny with the perfect setup.
And the dunk by Love.
Well, he can play the four because he gets off the ground so well.
Pass to Shaq. Back to Vucevic. Three-pointer. The rebound by Garnett. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Good. It's Garnett with the assist that time.
And he's had his ups and downs from distance, but Jimmy Bucket's always aggressive, looking to score.
Pass to McGrady. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Now McGrady for the three. 5 on the clock. The rebound by Garnett. Love with a wide open look. No good with the triple. Orlando moving the ball around. The shot by McGrady, no good.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Hardaway with the steal. And now Orlando on the break. Pass to Vucevic. Fires the three. And that one's good. McGrady. McGrady's got 5 now.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside. And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Pass to Hill. Puts it up. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 7 points in the game.
And love the pass from Hill right there. A true team player.
Kept alive. And it's Garnett finishing it off.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Back to McGrady. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Love. Moving it up. Butler deciding where to go with it. To the middle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Off target on the 15-footer. Orlando trailing here. Hill left side. Ball stolen. Outside Butler. Takes a three. And it's Orlando with the rebound. .119 left in the first quarter of the game. Launches the three. Nailed from three-point land. Butler's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Minnesota. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
Here's Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
And how about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. The Magic trailed 5-4. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Pass to Towns. And here's Love. Vucevic defending. And Towns throws it down.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
Now McGrady. Edwards defending. Hill has the open look. From outside, off the mark. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like. Although Love plays with a lot of finesse, I love seeing him throw it down like that, showing how he can still elevate with the best of them.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Orlando shooting their first free throws of the game. And he makes the first. Hardaway hits them both. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first quarter. For 3, Edwards. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've got... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Hardaway for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Hardaway has got 5 now.
The backcourt today as good as it gets. And they earn the green light every time they touch the ball.
You just can't give Edwards a look from deep.
Pass to Vucevic. Good ball movement here by the Magic. There's the 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Edwards with it. Hardaway picks him up. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Here's Ryder. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David.
Hey, good luck stopping Edwards when he puts his head down and attacks the basket.
And Howard with the stuff.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Down low. Here's Edwards. Another shot. And it's sent back by Howard.
And Howard takes his shot blocking very seriously. Skying up and sending him back was his impressive vertical.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Here's Ryder. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Back to Hardaway. Pass to McGrady. Outside Hill. On the wing, Tracy McGrady. Just 5 on the clock. Drills the three-pointer. Now just a 2-point Minnesota lead.
And Vooch knows he can hit it off the pass. I love his confidence and quick trigger.
Wallace with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. It's a pick by Love to the left side wing. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And it's Vucevic missing. So it's Minnesota now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Now here is Hardaway. 5 points in the game. A 3. The shot by McGrady, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Ryder. KG, that's good. Garnett's got 6.
And when Garnett gets it that deep, the D is at his mercy. How about the extension when he's able to get up on that low block?
Love outside. Here's Ryder. Vucevic defending. Ryder, no good. The Magic trailed by 4. Inside. Here's Howard. And Butler sends it back.
Always ready to make an impact defensively. Butler sees the shot forming and just attacks the opportunity to block it.
And that one's good. Love.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
A wide open look here for Vucevic. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Pass to Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
Yeah, and all eyes were on Butler, but he has the vision to find the open man.
Hardaway with the bounce pass. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Magic have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And the technical free throw is good.
In watching McGrady, you see the length and athleticism. He is a matchup nightmare for most teams.
No good on the quick 3.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Magic moving the ball around. Pass to Hill. From past the arc. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Minnesota. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. McGrady outside. Out to the right wing. Took him no time at all on that one. Vucevic has got the first basket of the second half. That one for Orlando. Pass to Towns. On the wing, Wiggins. Back to Towns. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And the defense has to guard Towns better than this because he is just too gifted a shooter.
And here is Howard. There's the triple. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Cassell. And the rebound goes to Howard. Pass to Hardaway. Back to Vucevic. Outside Hardaway. Jacks up a 3. Rebound Love. Minnesota leading by 7. Here's Wiggins. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Wiggins has got 5.
A welcome sign for sure. When Wiggins is connecting with the J, his offense becomes lethal.
Here's McGrady. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. 10 points for him.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Towns, high post. Wiggins, left side. Back to Towns. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Magic. Now a timeout called by Orlando. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Look at Kevin Garnett. What a contribution.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
"18 feet out." Once again off the mark, Orlando. Timberwolves leading by 7. Outside, Edwards. It's stolen by Hill. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Pass to Howard. Here's Hardaway. He's got 5. Vucevic with it. Clock is at 3. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Kevin Garnett.
And you really have to toe that line with the physicality just to prevent Howard from the and one.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Butler. Kicks it out to Love. Left side, Edwards.
Well, when Edwards is pulling out pump fakes, it's borderline unfair.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. And here is Hill. McGrady outside. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Pass to Hardaway. From the arc. And the 3 ball is good. Hardaway has got 8 points.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The Magic trailed by 4. Here's Howard, and he misses the fast break layup.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Vucevic. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady. 12 points for him.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Edwards. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
Well, once Edwards saw his opening, it was game over. He delights in sticking it to you like this.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. The Magic trailed by 3. Now Hardaway. He's got 8. To the paint. Out to the right wing. Pass to Hill. It's good. This game is all even. Hill's got 6.
And good to see Hill knocking down the long ball because that really will help his confidence. And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
It could go. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Minnesota on top, leading by just 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Here's Ryder to the inside. Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
On the wing, Tracy McGrady. Screened by Howard. Back to Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. Vucevic with the bucket.
And the key for Vucevic is remaining aggressive. When he does that, this guy can dominate.
Butler. Misses from close range. Orlando trailing here. Pass to Vucevic. On the wing, Tracy McGrady. To the middle. Rebound, Minnesota. They've led by as many as 11 points. To the paint. KG. That's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 4. Here are the Magic now. It's stolen by Garnett. Pass to Butler. Here's Ryder. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Inside, Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
And so far, Garnett has dominated this game, getting to his spots and executing.
On the wing, Hardaway. Pass to Vucevic. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. 5 to shoot. Another miss by Orlando. Minnesota leading by 6. Wallace with it. Now McGrady defending. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
Well, I love when guys like Edwards work inside. Don't settle for jumpers. Get a solid look close to the rim.
They grab their own miss. Howard. From deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Vucevic has got 5 points in the quarter.
Look at that shot. Vucevic not afraid to carry the weight, so to speak, in a tough situation. The team knows they can rely on him.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Down low, and it's Howard finishing it off.
And you know Howard wants that responsibility offensively, and that time he comes through for his team.
Garnett, the screen. To the paint. And Vucevic pulls it down. The Magic trail by 5. Here's Hardaway. Drives to the hoop. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And that's a huge shot right there. Hardaway knows his team looks for him to come up in the clutch.
Garnett, the screen. Here's Butler. Oh! Thrown down by Butler.
And Butler, no stranger to these pressure situations. A big-time gamer who knows how to take over on key possession.
McGrady outside. Outside Hill. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Scooped up. Back to McGrady. Howard up on top. Outside Hardaway. The tray. Can't hit that one.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Going inside. To the inside. Here's Edwards. And ooh, he just jams it right over Dwight Howard. Oh my goodness.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. And they go to the intentional foul.
Hardaway. Second personal foul. First team foul.
It's stolen by Vucevic. And here comes McGrady leading the fast break. Money!
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And the Timberwolves call timing.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. 11 seconds left in the fourth. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Shooting for Orlando. Howard. Taking 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall